You are not going to believe this. I read a Bible story about a donkey that could talk. I was so amazed that I decided to teach some other animals to speak. I started with a group of bumblebees. Okay, Henderson, release the bumblebees. Oh, they're all over the place. No. Ah! That didn't go very well. So then I decided to teach a puppy dog how to speak. Hey, little puppy dog, can you say cat? That's an easy word. Why are you showing your teeth? Oh, no. No. Ah! That didn't go very well either. So I decided to go to the so-called professional, the expert, Mr. Henderson. Hey, he says he can teach even a monkey to speak. Okay, let's see what you got. Peace. Way to go. Hang loose, bro. Oh, no, you didn't. Bye-bye. Wow, I guess anything is possible.
What's up, boys and girls? Can you believe that school has already been out for a month now? Hopefully, you've had a great time so far. But if not, don't worry. FFC Kids Online is here to help. But if you're looking to have fun with other kids in person, then listen up. I want to remind you, FFC Kids meets in person every Sunday at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. And we also have our Wednesday night services at 7 p.m. We'd love to see you there. So all June, we've been talking about confidence. That means seeing yourself the way that God sees you. But that's just the beginning of confidence. Because with God, the impossible becomes possible. There's nothing that our God can't do. When you truly understand that, you'll begin to dream bigger than you've ever dreamed before. And with God's confidence, who knows what He'll be able to do through you and in you. Now, don't just take my word for it. Take God's word for it. He's proven Himself over and over again in the lives of His people. And He isn't done yet. So let's jump right in with confidence and enjoy the service.
Unstoppable, that's how I'm feeling. It's impossible for me believing that I can't, that I won't make it happen. Just watch what I got, all the strength that I have in me. I'm gonna stand up tall, gonna walk through the fire. You can knock me down, I'll jump up even higher. And I believe everything I need. I know, yes I know, it's all inside of me. Yeah, it's all inside of me. Exceptional is what I'm bringing. Unforgettable, seeing is believing, and the fire inside me pushing me to be who I am and what I was born to. I'm gonna stand up tall, gonna walk through the fire. You can knock me down, I'll jump up even higher. And I believe everything I need. I know, yes I know, it's all inside of me. Yeah, it's all inside of me.
Good day, friends. I'm Graham. You ever had one of those days? You know, those days where it seems like nothing is going your way? When things seem impossible? Maybe you've had one of those weeks, one of those years even. Well, I've got some good news. I know what can make your day better. Music! But it's true. No matter how your day is going or what kind of mood you're in, music can help you turn things around. It can give you confidence. Confidence is learning to see yourself the way God sees you. Here, I'll show you. Imagine that you're scared about something coming up in your future. All you have to do is play a little music, and then you'll start to feel better. Or what if you've got a big game coming up? You might be feeling a little nervous, a little jittery. Well, play some tunes. And you'll be ready for the game in no time. But what if you're just feeling low? You can sit in your room all day moping, or you can get up and get moving. You see, music can help, and there's so many different kinds of music to choose from. You'll have plenty of options when things seem impossible. Today's story will show us how God deals with the impossible. I think it might be impossible for me to move right now. I'll see you when I figure this out.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of 1 Kings. Chapter 18.
Israel was ruled by many kings who didn't listen to God, but King Ahab was the very worst. He even built a temple to a false god.
Everybody worship Baal. He is very great because, I don't know, he can make it rain and stuff. Woot!
But the Lord sent a prophet named Elijah to deliver a message to King Ahab.
As the Lord lives, there will be neither dew nor rain in the next few years, except at my word.
You pipsqueak. Baal can make it rain. Also, off with your head.
Elijah quickly departed the palace, and at the Lord's direction, he escaped and hid east of the Jordan River. For 3 years, there was no rain in Israel.
Impossible. I won't allow it. Baal, make it rain this instant.
Crops failed, rivers and brooks dried up. King Ahab was desperate. In fact, his wife Jezebel even hunted down most of the prophets of God that were left in Israel.
Off with their heads.
But through it all, God provided food and water for Elijah. In the 3rd year of the drought, God spoke to Elijah again.
Go, speak to Ahab. Then I will send rain on the land.
You do realize he wants to kill me. Okay, here goes.
As Elijah traveled to the palace, he met King Ahab on the road.
Is that you, you troubler of Israel?
I haven't made trouble for Israel. You have.
Yeah, well, I'm rubber, your glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you.
You've abandoned the Lord and followed Baal.
What else? He's more popular.
You want a showdown? Fine. Gather all the people and meet me on Mount Carmel. Oh, and bring all the prophets of Baal.
Oh, you're on.
King Ahab sent a message throughout the land, and the Israelites gathered on Mount Carmel, along with 450 of the prophets of Baal.
How long will you go back and forth between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal's God, follow him. I'm the only prophet of the Lord left, but Baal has 450 prophets. Hey, get 2 bulls for us. Let Baal's prophets prepare one of the bulls and place it on an altar to Baal, but not light it. I'll put the other bull on an altar to the Lord. The God who answers by fire, well, he is God.
What you say is good.
The prophets of Baal prepared a bull as a sacrifice and placed it on the altar to Baal.
Baal, this is for you. Light this bull on fire. Hey, Baal, answer us.
From morning until noon, the prophets of Baal danced around the altar, calling on their false god.
Hey, shout louder. Maybe he's asleep or on a trip.
The prophets of Baal danced harder and shouted louder all through the afternoon, but there was still no answer. At last, Elijah stood up.
Enough! Come here to me.
Elijah took 12 large stones and rebuilt an altar to the Lord. Then he took the bull and sticks of wood and placed them on the stones and dug a deep trench around the entire altar. He turned to several of the Israelites and said,
Fill 4 large jars with water and pour it on the offering and the wood.
You do know wet wood doesn't burn, right?
Just do it. Now do it again. Do it a third time.
The wood became so wet, water even flowed down the altar and filled the trench.
Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, let everyone know that you are the one true God. Answer me, Lord, so these people will know that you are God and that you are turning their hearts back again.
There was a long moment of silence. Everyone waited, breathless. And then, fire fell from heaven onto the altar and instantly burned up the wet wood and the sacrifice, even licking up the water in the trench. The people fell on their faces.
The Lord is God!
Terrified, the prophets of Baal tried to escape, but were captured and wiped out. Elijah turned to King Ahab.
Go, eat and drink, for there is the sound of a heavy rain.
Though the sky was completely clear, in a short time a tiny cloud appeared. More clouds joined the first. They turned dark and black. The wind rose, and fat drops of rain splattered onto the dry earth for the first time in 3 years. Filled with God's strength and joy, Elijah raced ahead of King Ahab's chariot to the city. God had done the impossible.
Music can help when you need a boost, but if you really want to know how to deal with the impossible, you should read the Bible. The things that seem impossible to us are totally possible for God. Listen, God sent fire down from heaven. He parted the Red Sea. He made the sun stand still. Jesus walked on water. He calmed a storm just by telling it to be quiet. He came back from the dead. Oh, and God created the earth, the sky, and the entire universe from nothing. God can do anything. Do you know what that means? It means that when you're having one of those days, or weeks, or months, or years, where things seem impossible, you can trust that God is still with you and that He's still in control. He can make your impossible seem small. Can you believe all that music fits onto this little thing? Doesn't seem possible. Here's the one thing to remember today. God can do the impossible, and music can inspire us along the way. I'll see you next time.
Even though it seemed like everyone else was going along with the bad guys, Elijah was confident that God would show up. And even when it seemed like defeating the bad guys would be impossible, God showed up in a big way. What about in our lives? Can God still do the impossible? He sure can. I still hear stories of people who have been so sick and were given little to no hope, and then God showed up in a big way. I've heard stories of kids just like you who've prayed for their family, and now their entire family serves Jesus. God is still in the mission impossible business, but it doesn't always have to be something like stopping the rain or making it rain like Elijah. Maybe the impossible for you might be praying for your grumpy neighbor, or for strength to not argue with your siblings so much. Whatever your impossible is, God still shows up in big ways. Well, boys and girls, that's it for today. Join us next time on FFC Kids Online, or hey, show up in person. We'd love to hang out with you. You guys rock. Until next time, have fun being crazy for Jesus. We'll see you guys real soon. Bye.
Are you sure this is how you play musical chairs?
I think so. Why?
No reason. Oh. Let's play again.
Yeah!
Welcome to the So-and-So Show! I'm Brandon, that's John.
Hey, that's me.
And we are excited about today's show.
Even if you covered me in bacon and deep fried me, I couldn't be more excited.
Really?
Well, yeah, it'd be close.
Yeah, thought so.
Mm.
Where did you get that?
It's always good to have some bacon around.
Oh, you have any more?
No? Yes.
Huh. Like I was saying, we have an awesome show with a one-of-a-kind guest.
Well, sometimes this guest can be a little too one of a kind, but he's never low on confidence, and I've learned to never underestimate him or stand too close.
Good idea. Please welcome someone who knows stuff.
Hey!
How's it going?
It's great to have you on the show.
Oh, it's great to be here. It's actually great to be anywhere, except for Platteville, Idaho. People there are just mean. They got good taters, though, but they don't like you to dig them up. Don't know why. They don't do anybody any good in the ground.
Yeah, that's pretty good logic there.
All right, for those who may have missed the last time you were on the show, tell them who you are and what you know.
Yeah, I am Leonard, and I'm a professional metal detectorist. I use Camilla here to find and locate treasure and other unvaluable objects.
You mean invaluable?
That too.
What brings you on the show today, Leonard?
Do I have to have a reason to be here?
No, I guess not. You can just visit.
Great! Let's play a game!
Thank you!
I call this one, Are You Smarter Than Camilla? Okay, you may not know this, but every single thing in the world plays music if you listen for it hard enough. Camilla here can find the hidden song deep inside every object. All right, she's gonna play the song for you, and you have to look around and try to find out where the song is coming from. You got it?
No.
Perfect. Now, you two can play along as well. Got it? All right, here we go. All right. Get Camilla going. Oh. Sounds like Camilla's picking up some country music from somewhere in the room. What object in here is playing country music?
Oh, I got it.
What you got?
Is the cowboy boot?
Oh, the cowboy boy. Let's see.
That's good.
Oh, nope. The country music is coming from. It's coming from this tiny little world here.
What?
Why does country music come from this globe?
Are you kidding me? Look at all the countries on there. Camilla doesn't lie. All right, let's play again. All right.
Okay.
Oh, Camilla is picking up some rock music.
Ooh.
Where do you think that rock music is coming from? Take a gander.
The tape. Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Is it coming from that inflatable electric guitar? Look at that, it's right there.
All right, I don't know. Let's see. Let's ask Camilla. Nope.
Huh?
Not the guitar. Let's see. Where do you think it is? Oh! Look! It's coming out of this rock! Who would have thought rock music coming out of a rock?
Can we move on now? This game is kind of impossible.
Well, you know, sometimes things seem impossible, but they really aren't. Like one time, I thought it was impossible to get into a pair of spandex, but it turns out it wasn't. Now, getting out of it, now that was...
Hey, let's play again.
Oh, listen to that. It's marching band music. Where do you think the marching band music is coming from?
Could be anywhere. There's the door.
Oh. Please tell me it's coming from the marching band hat.
Oh, let's have a look. Nope, not from the marching band hat. Let's see.
It's too obvious.
Oh, hang on. Hang on. Oh, look at that. It's coming out of this little craisin. One of the marvels of modern dehydration. Look at that. It's part raisin and part cranberry.
Why does marching band music come out of a craisin?
I don't know. You know, Camilla, she never lies. That's a little dusty.
It's Bible story time with Kellen.
Sticks to your teeth.
Hi.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Just wondering if you might have a story for us.
I do.
About doing something that seems impossible?
Definitely.
Then take it away.
The story I'm about to tell you happened in Israel after the reigns of King David and King Solomon. Both King David and King Solomon loved and worshiped God. But some of the kings that followed weren't as wise. One of those was King Ahab, who built a temple to a false god named Baal. When the Lord saw this, he sent a really bad famine to destroy all the crops in the land. Then God sent his prophet Elijah to go talk to Ahab. Elijah asked the king to gather the people of Israel and all the prophets of Baal on Mount Carmel. There, Elijah asked the people of Israel, "How long will it take you to make up your minds? If the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal is God, follow him." Elijah told the prophets of Baal to prepare a bull and place it on an altar, but not light it on fire. Then Elijah would prepare another bull on an altar to the Lord. Elijah told them that the God who sets their altar on fire is the one true God. From morning to noon, the prophets of Baal danced around the altar, calling their false god to set it on fire. Nothing happened. They danced harder and shouted louder all through the afternoon, but there was still no answer. Finally, Elijah stood up and took 12 large rocks and rebuilt an altar to the Lord that had been torn down. He put the bull and sticks of wood on top of the stones, and then he dug a ditch all around the altar. He told some people to fill up 4 large jars of water and to pour that water on the altar. Elijah had people pour water 3 times. There was so much water, it even filled the ditch around the altar. Elijah knelt and prayed. He said, Lord, answer me so that everyone will know that you are the one and only God. That's when flames fell from heaven onto the altar. They instantly burned up the wet wood in sacrifice, even drying up the water in the ditch. The people fell on their faces and shouted, "The Lord is the one and only God." Now the prophets of Baal tried to escape, but they were captured and wiped out. Elijah told King Ahab to get ready because rain was on its way. Soon after, fat drops of rain fell onto the dry earth for the first time in 3 years. God had done the impossible. The end.
How awesome was it that everyone got to see God do the impossible?
I know. He sent fire down from heaven.
Yep. Impossible takes on a whole new meaning when God's involved. Nothing's impossible to him.
Awesome story. Thanks, Kellen.
No problem. I'll see you guys soon.
Do you think anyone who watched Elijah throw all that water on the altar thought he had any chance of lighting it on fire?
No way. 0 chance. They had to have thought it was impossible.
Now, you had to. Just like it's impossible to eat only one potato chip. Ah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, just like that, John.
Have you ever tried? I'm telling you, it's not possible.
Uh-huh. Reveal the question. What seems impossible to you?
Sometimes it seems impossible to stop looking at my phone or stop binge watching a show.
It might seem impossible to get along with your brother or sister, or to even wake up in the morning. Maybe you're going through something right now that seems impossible. This might be a good time to talk about it.
Yeah, what seems impossible to you?
That's it for today's show. I'm Brandon.
And I'm John, and I have a little something for you. Yeah? Bon appetit. Huh?
I'm good.
Oh. It is possible to eat just one.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see you next week on the So-and-So Show.
It's coming out of Brandon's head! I didn't know you like heavy metal music. What you got coming out of your head? Look at that. What is that? That doesn't even sound like music. Oh, hey, let's see what you guys sound like. What do you guys sound like? Oh, you guys sound like angels singing.